Alrighty, so today I did want to talk to you guys also about this game from Stronger where they win against Regicide and also De Muerte here. Again, we're going to be talking about, you know, kind of being the underdog team, kind of being the disadvantaged team in this situation. They got that low ground, they've got all the things against them, and they still win the game. So I really want to talk to you guys about that today, because you know what? There's going to be many times where you're in this exact same position, and we all want to know how to figure out how to do it well, how to win from that position. So we're going to go into the analysis right now. So I'm going to set the scene a little bit here. Let's grab a still if we can find it. Eventually we'll find it. So Stronger is the team, these guys, that are going to win this game. Spoiler alert. So that's who we're going to be keeping our eye on here. If you see in this little map feed up here, these are our guys here and here. And here, they're still a full squad. Nothing to worry about here. But you notice that the zone is mostly away from them. At best, they're at the edge of zone. And you also see team here, 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 and probably over there, right? You got a lot of enemies where they're not actually in zone, and they're on low ground. Yes, they have these dips, but they're on low ground. They have to move, blah, 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 blah. The same old that we see in every single game, right? Right. So clearly disadvantaged from the get-go. And we're going to see here. Rook get yeeted. And as we move around, as we just get some space around us, we're really going to see De Muerte in the same position. We'll see how they navigate that. We're going to see Stronger actually be doing some big moves later on, so stick around for that. Here we go. De Muerte, though, going to push up to that left side. Their right side. So you see Stronger in the distance there. And this is basically kind of where all these teams hang out for a little bit. You can see how open it is for Stronger right now. They do not have a lot of options, especially De Muerte on one side. They can look straight at them. They've also got Regicide up at the top as well. So not looking too strong for Stronger. Right, so we're going to go forward a little bit here. Definitely a disadvantaged position, probably the worst position in zone. I would say it definitely is, right? So clearly they're going to have to do a lot here to get this win. So let's see how they actually do. You're going to see the first thing that makes an opening for Regicide is actually starting with, I said for Stronger, actually starts with Regicide here. Regicide are the team that are going to be making a mistake, and it's not necessarily a mistake, right? But it is something that puts them at a disadvantage or opens up an opportunity for another team, which you really don't want to do. We're going to see that Regicide actually, as the zone closes up, they have control of zone right now. They have the high ground, but they decide to do what Lakers did and take it out of their position and go fight De Muerte immediately. We're gonna go fight De Muerte. Great position here, great view. Let's break this down. Our boys here. This is a ridge. This is a ridge. Okay, so that kind of gives you a depth perception here. This actually goes up a little bit further. So it kind of does this as well. So you can really see that Regicide have the advantage in this zone. The zone is kind of, I don't know. No, let's just say here-ish, roughly. It's about there. So our guys have to get in. But they're not going to be allowed to get in because you got Ghost, you got Ghost, and you got Vaz. They're going to be looking. You've got De Muerte trying to push in. So, what Regicide decide to do is push De Muerte. They push De Muerte, and they actually end up losing a little bit. Not by much. De Muerte do go out here. But they do end up losing just a little bit. De Muerte pushes in immediately. You've got a big old fight happening. So, okay, maybe it's not all Regicide's fault here. But they do enough here. There's enough of a squabble where, as you see in the mini feed, in the map feed, Stronger looking straight at him. This is just complete carnage over here. This gives them a vacuum. You've got a vacuum, like we talked about in the Lakers video. There's a vacuum here now. They can move in. They can control the top. They can push Regicide out. That's going to be really dangerous, as we see. So it's Regicide's push here, Regicide's defense, while it's not all their fault, it's messy, it's too a little bit of everything, and it just creates that vacuum that the Lakers, in that last example, were able to keep closed from that like one off angle, okay? So that's kind of what we're working with here. We've got a vacuum, and Stronger are like, we can do that, right? So Stronger have two options here, okay? Stronger in this scenario have two different options that they can use. One is push this fight. Let's go back quickly. They can actually push this fight and just rain down everything. They could push immediately. Or they can actually sit tight, hold, and gatekeep. There's enough of an angle here where they could do that. As soon as Regicide come down over this ridge, they're done for. So Stronger have a couple of options that they can work with here. They can choose how they want to do this, right? Because Regicide's push gave them the high ground advantage a little bit, they can do both here. But they decide, yes, the zone has kind of gone to us. Yes, this win is sort of being handed to us by De Muerte and by Regicide, but we don't want to stay in that position. We don't want to 50-50 it. It's a 50-50 if they stay. It's 100% if they go, if they do that push. So they're going to do that push. And that is a massive lesson here, because look what happens. Here we go. We got Furhead. He's coming in here. He got the big nades. Hopeless, by the way, we'll see him in a minute. He's round the outside. He's doing big old pincer move. We've got the car meta. Look at East go. He's just running around here, doing his thing. East does go down, but it's enough of a distraction. There's a lot of chaos. That's what you want to be doing, right? You want to have a lot of chaos happening if you want your push to be successful a lot of the time. For the other team, not for yourself, of course. But, oh, Hopeless is there. He sees him. Ghost, he's going to be doing something. Doesn't grab him, though. Hopeless. Able instead to not Ghost. He's going to try and grab Vaz as well. We go forward. We got a whole lot of stuff happening. Nades getting thrown in. More smokes for Hopeless. Nice nade over onto Vaz there. A couple of them. Ruby coming in with the vehicle. Knocks him with the vehicle. Super absolutely just disrespectful, and the UMP gets the final player. Okay, so that's how they win. But that's brilliant. It's great because they made a pincer move. They did a 1-3 split. Funny how we saw that work in the last one. In the last example, we saw the Lakers do the exact same thing, and I don't think we're going to get an aerial shot here. Let me see if I can grab something real quick. No, because that's them. And Regicide didn't play this badly. It was just game over. It was too late. You've got this 1-3 split here. You've got Hopeless. You've got the rest of them. And with the car meta coming in here, that brings the pace really far up. They got things moving, they got things going. They're looking good, they're feeling good because this car about to do real damage, and they get through it. That's the pincer move. Pincer move, 1-3 split, really good. It's the meta at the moment. It has been for a little while, but it's really starting to see teams take advantage of it more and more. So what is the big takeaway that we can get from this, though? Honestly, I think that it's good enough to do yourself, because it brings home a really, really important message here. And the message is that don't let luck win your game for you, okay? Even if you have luck in the zone shift or in kind of like Regicide and De Muerte, that they fought each other instead of both teams or one of the teams fighting stronger instead, you know, that is a little bit of luck involved there as well. Don't let luck win your game. You can let luck give you the game, but you don't want to let luck win the game for you. You want to go, thanks luck, I appreciate ya, and take the win yourself. The option that they chose guaranteed the win for themselves. They didn't let luck give them the win because it was 50-50. Luck can go either way. Don't rely on luck. Rely on your skill, on your teamwork, and the rest will come to you. So that is the biggest lesson to take away from this win.